Lady Gaga, when I tell you that ritual worship, rituals being performed on stage in every performance, she's doing it. Satan, and we've all heard the story about, well, Satan controls the music industry. Well, you're 100% right. Okay, we've all heard that story before. But what these groups and these individuals do on stage, you see, Satan, when he took Jesus on a high mountain and he pointed to all the world and he said, all of the world can be yours, the only thing you have to do is do what? Bow down and worship me, and you can have all of this. Well, Satan's doing the same thing with human beings. And they're bowing down and they're performing ritual worships. So while we're looking at the VMAs or we're looking at, the Grammys, we're looking at this on TV, there are rituals being performed right in front of our eyes. And we don't even know it. So this right here, this position that she's in her hand, her left hand, there's an eye. That represents the eye of Horus. You're going to see a lot of that in music. And you're like, why is Egyptian gods, what is that doing in music? You know, that has no relationship. But you'll see that it really does. Over here, her other hand is pointing like this. That's another satanic symbol, and we're going to see what that looks like. And then she's closing one eye. Everything that she does, it has a purpose. So she's closing one eye, which means that one eye is open, which represents the eye of Horus. Okay? So let's see what that looks like. That's a striking resemblance of the god Baphomet, which represents Lucifer. So the next time you watch or listen to Lady Gaga, think about what's going on in the background. Remember, everything has a spiritual implication. It actually affects your mind. Whatever goes in between that frontal lobe, that's why God says to protect every avenue of your soul. He didn't just say that just to be saying it. So everything that goes into our mind affects us. Okay? Harry Potter, I developed a lot of enemies when I present this. Okay, and I haven't even presented this a lot. But the lightning bolt. What is on Harry Potter's head? Come on, you know. Don't act like you hadn't read the Harry Potter's books or gone to see the movies. Okay, there's a lightning bolt that's on his head. Now, kids go and watch this, and what do? They do the same thing. So, wait a minute. So what I watch, what goes into my mind, into my eyes, and into my ears actually affects what I do when I get outside the movie theater. Or I get outside of my living room. It's just where I saw that. Okay? So Satan is having is putting his representation on our children. That's who he's aiming for. Okay? Revelation 12, verse 9 again. It says, Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. The whole world. There's a quote that Adolf Hitler said, and I don't have it up here, but I'm going to add it into our presentation. But Adolf Hitler said that if I can put people in front of a big screen and pump in whatever I want to on that screen, I will control the world. Back then, they had TVs, but it was very, very little people, a little amount of people had televisions. But they did have big, huge movie pictures, what they used to call them. And what would happen is Adolf Hitler would have kids come and sit down in front of the movie picture. And he would pump in whatever he wanted to. That's how he controlled the nation. He said, if you give me their books, and if I can put them in front of a big screen, I can control them. So he will deceive the whole world. Okay. Isaiah 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And it says, I will ascend my throne above the stars of God. Now, stars in God's word is sometimes translated as angels. So that's what Satan wanted to do. He wanted to be God. He wanted to ascend above all the angels of God and be as God. In Daniel chapter 8, verse 10, it says, and it waxed great even to the hosts of heaven, talking about the dragon, and it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. So stars represents angels there. Revelation 1:20, the mystery of the 7 stars. This is an angel telling us what the stars mean, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are 7 what? Angels of the 7 churches. And the 7 candlesticks which thou sawest are the 7 churches. Revelation 12:3, 4, and 3. It says, and there appeared another great wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, even having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. Verse 4, and his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven. So we know that Satan drew a part of the angels. So the Bible is letting us know what stars are. So Satan, through his stars, uses other stars to influence the world concerning his lies and his beliefs. So now we're going to touch a little bit about Hollywood. All right? Shocking. Okay, I'm not going to keep you guys here because I know you're like, oh my goodness, here we go. He's going to hit us again. Give me a little bit more time and I'll be done. But we're going to talk a little bit about Hollywood. Now, holly is actually a wood. I never knew this. But the word holly, that's a wood. It's a tree. Holly possesses protection qualities which far surpass any other wood and is on record for its overall strength. Holly is the chosen wood for use in performing and guiding dream magic. Now, what does the Bible say about magic? Stay clear away from it. It's not of God, it's of the devil. Okay? So, going back to Harry Potter. All right? Not just the lightning bolt. I mean, they really did it up. And whoever, I forgot the lady's name who wrote these books, but there was a spirit, and it wasn't a godly spirit, that she allowed. Not saying that she is going to hell or whatever. The spirit that is behind what she's doing is causing her to write these things. So it's not just a lightning bolt, which in his name there's a lightning bolt. We're going to talk about his wand. Okay? The witch's wand. Harry Potter's wand. This is on his website. Harry Potter's wand is 11 inches long, made of holly, with a phoenix feather in its core. Okay, so 2 things. Holly, so his wand is made of the most powerful wood, okay, that's claimed by occultists that are out there. And then inside of his wand is a phoenix feather, okay? The phoenix bird is a symbol of Lucifer. The phoenix is believed to be a divine bird going back to Egypt. This phoenix destroys itself in flames and then rises from the ashes. Most occultists believe that the phoenix is a symbol of Lucifer, who was cast down in the flames and who they think will one day rise triumphant. I got that from some other source. That's an occultic source. Okay? So that's what's in the middle of Harry Potter's wand. The symbol of Lucifer, the power of Lucifer. Okay, so that kind of get yourselves thinking in your brain. Going back to the same picture. All right? So we're influenced by Harry Potter. Now music. Touch a little bit on music. We're really going to hit it later on today. But we're going to speak a little bit on music. Going back to AC/DC. This is what they said. AC/DC was upfront with their fans when they made it clear that they not only found their fame in a rock band by Satan's power, but that they desired to drag their listeners into eternal damnation with them. If God's on the left, I'm on the right. I'm going to take you to hell. I'm going to get you. Satan's got you. Hell's bells. If you're into evil, you're a friend of mine. That's what they said. And thousands and thousands and thousands of people still listen to their music. Kanye West. How many of you heard of Kanye West? Okay, another very, very, very popular musician or artist. There was a video that came out. I saw this video the first week that it came out because it was all over the place. It was all on YouTube. It was all on videos everywhere. Okay, this video is called Runaway. And in this video, it's kind of like a movie that they had it set up as. And it was so weird because at the beginning of the movie, this lady that's on the right, she actually fell in a fireball. Okay, you guys remember what we talked about, what the occultists believe about what happened to Lucifer, the phoenix? Okay, came down as a fireball. This lady came down as a fireball, and she hit the ground in front of his car. He nursed her back to health, and then she turned back into a fireball and went back into wherever she came from. She has feathers on her. She represents the phoenix. And this was what his video was about. He fell in love with the phoenix. These guys, they're not, I'm telling you, this is how close we are to the end of time. It used to be very secretive how they would, they would do the backmasking. In order for you to know what Satan is doing or whatever, you would have to go and get your record and make it go backwards. They're not even doing that anymore. They're putting it right in front of your face. And they're saying, this is who we worship, and you need to get on board too. That's just how close we are to the end of time. Shakira. She's wearing the Eye of Horus on her necklace. And when you come back tonight, we're going to go through one of her songs and see what she's at. These writers, when they write this stuff, there's another spirit that's writing through them. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit more in depth into her music too. These are some of the pictures. That's Shakira up in the top left-hand corner. She's doing this sign right here. This is another popular sign. How many of you have seen this sign? It's not okay. We're not saying, hey, okay. We're not doing that. Okay, but a lot of musicians, a lot of people in the entertainment industry are doing this, and they're putting it over their eye like this. Okay. You see Justin Timberlake doing that. Who is this on the bottom left-hand corner? Beyonce. Okay? And then we have T-Pain. Okay, he's kind of like a rapper / singer that's out there, very popular. He's doing that. You see that back there in the background. Okay? Beyonce up at the top. She's doing that again. Lil Wayne. He's doing it over his eyes. And then you have Lady Gaga that's doing that with a triangle with an eye in it in the background. All of these things they have meanings. Okay, this is Lady Gaga over here. It's not just coincidence that she's doing this. On multiple occasions she's doing this. And this is what hurt me, the Beatles. Oh my goodness, now it's like really quiet. Okay, the Beatles. They're doing this sign, and they're doing this sign. Okay, you guys see that? I used to watch, what is it, The Yellow Submarine? I loved that when I was a kid, but, down here you have Neo. He's a producer, and now he's a singer. He's doing that sign too, okay?